MMA Maniacs, it is time once again for Split Decision, your weekly MMA podcast, brought to you from the Ruloff Family Inc. studios. Bueller and Dodge at the mics, and special guest in the studio today, Albert. Maybe we can get him to say a word or two instead of just winking at the microphone and shaking his head and waving at people and things of that nature.
Who, me?
Oh, you're talking to me.
And of course, Dennis is our producer, and he's in here as well. And we're going to get to a lot of stuff today. But first, thanks to Fight Fan Radio Networks for supporting us. You can get us on their Spreaker, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and their iTunes account as well. And we have our very own Spreaker, Stitcher, and SoundCloud accounts, and our website, splitdecisionmma.com. Facebook, Split Decision MMA Podcast, and Instagram and Twitter, the same thing?
Yeah.
SD_MMA. Albert manages some of those sometimes.
Twitter.
Sometimes.
When the fights aren't out at 2 a.m.
So we got to jump on some recap from last week. We also got some news for you. Some big stuff actually just happened. By the time this is up and loaded, it'll probably be resolved, but we'll still talk about it anyway. And then, of course, we got to look forward to UFC 171 happening tomorrow night. Big stuff. What are we doing first, Dodge?
Let's talk about UFC 168. Happened back in December. 2 drug tests come back inconclusive. Inconclusive, which means they have 2 samples. They have sample A and sample B. They have to pee twice, give blood, whatever it is they're doing. Sample A for Sahir Badahazira and Dennis Siver both came back inconclusive. Does not mean that they've tested positive, just means that they were unable to get results to find out if they tested positive.
Now, are sample A and sample B both the same, like, medium? Is it both urine or both blood or both hair?
Usually.
Yeah.
Usually, yeah.
And then they're just at different times.
Yeah, okay.
Different times.
Okay.
One's usually afterwards or, like, later on in the date.
Okay.
So we will see.
That's why, like, when people test positive, they're like, no, take a B sample after I'm already off. And then we'll be good, I swear. Okay.
Both fighters have declined to comment to any organizations that are MMA journalists that have reached out to them. So it seems a little weird.
But we deserve an answer.
My question is, why did it take 2 months to get these back? That's cool.
Hey, dude,
Hey.
it's been taking like 4 months for them to get fined for marijuana and told that they can't fight
Right.
except for a week from now.
Well,
Yeah,
by
right.
that time, their suspension's already over.
Yeah,
Right.
You're under suspension till the day before your next fight.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That was the last girl fight. That's how long she
Yeah,
was.
you're right.
Jacare Souza, we talked about, he just recently fought and won. He's going to be sidelined for a little while. He had some bone fragments he had to get removed from his elbow. We have that picture here.
What the
Yeah, it's
Is this what you guys were looking at when I walked up here?
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I want something
We'll
so
send
I
that.
can tell what size. Dude, it looks like hominy, brother.
That looks like part of his whole elbow.
giant piece. Yeah, the one to the left.
That shit's got to be small. That's the bottom of a what? What kind of cup? Like a Dixie cup?
A big gulp.
That just, I don't know. I've seen a lot of shit online. This bothers me.
So yeah, that's a lot of bone fragments.
Ugh.
Is he just gonna have like a slushy elbow now? Like, is he just gonna?
I don't know.
Is it actually?
Am I the only
is
one
it-
who wonders what that tastes like?
Is it gonna?
No,
That or the slushy elbow?
It's like
either one.
the big gulp, yeah.
Like, does he hit him and there's like no impact? It just around the guy's face,
Oh.
like it just,
It's
slush.
It's like one of those things that have all the nails on it where you put it in front of your hand and then he puts a middle finger. That's what his elbow looks like.
I'm officially nauseous.
I just don't understand. Like, you got these big chunky pieces up here that look like, I don't know, they look like
Bone?
And then you got these 2 things down here that look like teeth.
Yeah, I was saying those look like teeth.
Or
And then
eggs.
shavings of teeth.
They're eggs.
Yeah, maybe the teeth got stuck
Saying
in his elbow.
hominy,
Maybe.
bro.
Hominy.
I think it's Jacare eggs. put those under an incubator, see if they hatch.
He hides them in his elbow. For safekeeping. So, California has followed suit and also banned TRT.
Okay.
I've noticed.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I'm tired and fat now. Oh, wait, I'm always tired and fat.
So, where can you go and fight all these fighters that are on TRT? Jersey. You're still fighting Jersey.
You can do whatever the fuck you want, Jersey.
Well, no, California, you can use it if it's an extreme case.
Extreme. They've offered 2 extreme cases.
I'm just saying. Silva's saying he's lactating.
Yeah.
If the bro's lactating, let him take it. No one wants to see him get hit and squirt milk in someo's eye.
What?
Can you win that
Are
way?
you
Is that a
serious?
TKO?
Yeah. That's
Lactate-
why when Bigfoot Silva
Yeah.
tested like
Way over
elevated
on his-
testosterone
Yeah.
for his last with the Mark Hunt fight, his manager said that he was lactating. That's why he needed to take it.
What the?
Yeah.
Like, you're lower on TRT. Does that make your estrogen skyrocket?
Apparently so.
I'm
I don't know.
Googling this shit.
I don't even know.
It doesn't sound. I don't think
That's
a man
what- that's
can
what
lactate.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, a man
You
can
milk
totally
anything
lactate.
with nipples. Remember?
You can milk anything with nipples. I have nipples, Greg. You can milk me. Yeah, not to get way off topic, which we're going to do anyway, but there was a case up in Oregon of some fucking hippie couple that decided to have the baby latch onto the dad every once in a while, and the dad started lactating.
That's odd. Gross. Fucking Oregon.
What? Don't judge me. Shut up.
My bad.
Did my time in Oregon.
Dana White has answered Nate Diaz's tweet. I love this. No, he hasn't called me. Is that how we do things? Your tweet? No. The answer's no. You're not released from your contract.
Good.
He just signed a new contract. He was happy a month ago. It's not controversial for the Diaz brothers. It's called normal. I've got 500 guys on contract. There's always something. Every day I have to wake up, there's something.
Fucking bipolar, dude.
I
Yeah, that's
can't
what I
wait.
I think they're bipolar.
I can't wait. The crazy thing about this is I actually like them. They're nutty as hell. Yes, they are, but I like both of them, and they're fun to watch
because
fight.
they bring in money.
Yep.
Because Nick is still under contract technically too, right? Even though
Oh yeah,
He's semi-retired.
Yeah, when you retire, you're still under contract.
Yeah.
I think it freezes everything.
Yeah, much like we talked about Carano's
Yeah.
contract being
Yeah,
frozen.
that's right. Well, that's why Randy Couture got all that shit too back in the day.
Yeah.
Jay Heron has announced his retirement.
Oh, that's a bummer.
What do you think?
I mean,
About time?
I guess
it's not like he's been going downhill quick, but I'm just saying about time.
no.
Has he
I
really
mean,
been going downhill?
He hasn't won since he came back to the UFC. He lost us 2 right away.
he was just. I thought he was a good guy for the sport.
He was a good guy. He's
You know,
20-7, has
yeah.
a decent record.
Never a champion.
Never a champion. Always kind of a in-betweener.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Yeah.
No, I just like Jay Heron as a fighter and as just as a person of the sport. The way he
Carries
wasn't-
himself.
Yeah, he wasn't super controversial. He wasn't ever disrespectful. He was one of those guys who you could watch fight, and he did his job, and he did it, pretty good. So it's sad to see him go, but if it's his time, it's his time. What are you gonna do?
There you go.
That's true.
Thiago Silva's out of jail.
That's good.
Got released on $25,000
Plus in somebody's life.
bond.
Who the hell
His
bailed him
drug
out?
dealers.
It wasn't Uncle Dana.
It wasn't Uncle Dana.
He didn't bail. That's the thing, is that now he's gonna have to go be a fucking enforcer for like the Cuban cartel or something.
Hey, friends testify that he's not a violent man.
Yeah. What's his name? Rashad.
Yeah?
He testified. He said he was
Rashad
very
Evans said
laid
he was
back.
very laid back guy.
I don't believe Rashad.
I don't know. He looked like a crazy maniac in the cage. Like every time
Dude,
I saw
he
throat
pulled it.
slashing, like he always looked crazy.
He pulled a gun.
bongos.
The bongos. Yeah.
Pulled a gun, threatened to kill his estranged wife and another guy. I mean,
I probably would have done it too.
Joey already talked about you might.
No, I said I don't know what I would do in that situation. Just saying, if my ex-wife was sleeping with somebody at a gym that she trained at, I don't know. Way to catch up, Albert.
Don't know what I would do.
Thanks for playing.
Did I lose?
Oh, tell him what he won.
All right. So
John Jones recently came out on Twitter and said, why not give the winner of Alexander and Daniel Cormier the winner of myself and Glover? He says, call me what you want, but I can't be the only person who thinks this makes sense. I see DC congratulating Alexander, making comments about waiting his turn. I wonder if they're afraid to fight each other.
I think John.
Think
Jones
about it.
should just shut
I'm asking
up.
for the meanest of the two. Would you face the winner of Phil versus Anthony?
The only thing I want to hear from Jones is, my foot's healed. I'm ready to fight.
Right, and he's going to fight Glover Teixeira. I think I understand where he's coming from as far as a money-making side of it. Yes, that would be a good fight.
Well,
but my thing is, you're knocking out 2 potential contenders for himself. So he's going to fight Alexander Gustafsson, and then he's going to fight Daniel Cormier. But if they happen to fight each other and one of them lose, one of those guys gets knocked down way back to the bottom and has to start all the way back over. Who else is in the division right now besides those two that are waiting in line for a shot?
And that are going to draw a lot of money.
And that are going to draw money.
Doesn't matter. If you're hungry, you should be up for whatever.
Yeah.
So Daniel Cormier is already going to fight Glover, right?
No.
No.
I mean, I'm
John Jones.
sorry, John Jones.
John Jones is fighting Glover.
He's fighting Glover. That's already set. When he's
That's
healed
already
and,
set.
and when he's ready to come back.
And
Yes.
then Gustafson's going to fight
Gustafsson
the
just
winner.
won. I was gonna say we'll cover that here in a couple minutes. Where basically that was the only good fight on the card.
Okay,
bad.
well, I understand that, but at least this is still a step in the right direction, assuming that Alexander Gustafsson could beat Daniel Cormier instead of before where he's like, I already beat him once, I'm never going to fight him again. Now at least this is a step in the right direction to where there's a possibility of.
I still think he's trying to sidestep.
He
a potential,
totally is.
because they've already announced. Like I said, we might as well jump into it. Alexander Gustafsson did win his fight on Fight Pass, knocked him out, Jimmy Manoa, in like a minute 27, something like that, of the second.
Yeah, it was quick.
Really quick. And then they immediately said, okay, you're getting your rematch against John Jones. And he says, whoa, I don't think I need a rematch yet. Why don't you have DC and him fight?
I see. No, I see.
That's what it's happening.
Yeah, well.
He's a pussy.
Yeah.
Stop.
I think he's hiding from people.
Well, yeah, he doesn't want his last couple fights. Who's his fight before
Gustafsson?
Before Gustafsson? Yeah.
Was it breathalyzer?
For the breathalyzer, I think it was John Jones.
Telephone
was
I don't know.
Chael Sonnen, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
Are you still looking up men's lactating nipples?
Yeah, I just confirmed it. No, I just confirmed it. Men can lactate.
How many YouTube videos were you watching of men lactating?
Not only that, but TRT is also used. There's other stronger forms of testosterone that are used. Dianabol, steroids are used to counteract male lactation. I can't believe it.
You really didn't think so?
I didn't think we were built.
Hey, be happy. Just be happy that after we found out that it was true, he didn't ask us to leave.
I got
I go to the bathroom.
I need some private time.
So speaking of that UFC Fight Night 37 that was on Fight Pass, basically Dana White came out and said the reason why that this fight happened on Fight Pass was because it was not in Fox's budget.
I don't understand that.
Okay, so he basically says United States has to pay for Fight Pass. So the reason it happened is we added 10 more fights that we went to Fox to see if Fox would pick up these 10 fights. They wouldn't. So we put it on Fight Pass so at least you could see these fights.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. Okay.
Because the fight is being distributed, he says, in 350 million possible viewers throughout the world. It's available in Canada, Brazil, Mexico, Bolivia, Chile, Ecuador, Paraguay, Peru, Dominican Republic, Venezuela, Philippines, Australia, Mongolia, India, New Zealand, Abu Dhabi. UK gets it.
Everywhere but here.
Everywhere. Yeah.
This is what I heard. Fox wouldn't pay us for it.
Yeah.
So we needed you to.
Yeah.
That's what that
pretty
breaks
much
down to.
Right. So do we know how much they made from Fight Pass on it?
No.
$20.
No. See,
he says Fox creates a budget at the beginning of the year, and it wasn't in their budget to pick up these fights. So it doesn't have to say that they can't pick them up later. We'll have to figure that out when we get a deal. But right now they couldn't. So we either put them on Fight Pass or nobody gets to see them. He says, I am a little bummed out. I think we did a bad job of messaging not only to our fans but our fighters how Fight Pass works.
They quoted Gustafsson.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess I get it. Whatever. I'm still not going to buy Fight Pass.
You're still not going to buy it?
I'm still not going to buy Fight Pass. I was talking to my buddy Eric about how awesome the WWE one is compared to how crappy the UFC one is. Like, it just bums me out.
Well, hopefully they'll get there.
They should have not jumped the gun.
Especially since
I think they did jump the gun. They just kind of like
maybe they needed money for funding continued work on the site.
Maybe Dana White needs to stop buying Ferraris. I don't know. And spending millions of dollars in casinos.
You don't tell
he wins those money back. He broke that casino.
I do what I want.
Yeah, I do.
What is he going to do to me?
I do what I want.
And what you want is cheeseburgers.
Taco truck, bitch.
I was going to say, did Amanda let you come over here?
She doesn't know. Shh. He's technically at the DMV right now.
Nailed it.
I was like, hey, you want to come to the podcast? Like, can I go to the DMV? Nobody goes to the DMV at 2 in the afternoon. You go at 7 in the morning when they open, Albert. Nobody goes at 2 in the afternoon. And then he's like, all right, I'll be there.
Why the fuck would you go at 2 in the afternoon on a Friday?
Right?
I have to get.
Were you going to take a fucking blanket with you?
Hang out till
Jesus,
tomorrow?
Dude, yeah.
No, actually, 2 o'clock they might turn you away.
Yeah.
It's entirely
They're
possible.
like, the line is over there. There's no
Yeah.
way you're making it today. Just leave.
Yeah.
The line starts at the taco truck at 14th and D.
Yeah, I went there. I went there late. Had to do registration before, and they handed a guy like 6 people back a piece of paper that says he was the end of the line, and his job was to tell everybody.
Fuck that job.
You're getting stabbed.
Yeah, fuck that job.
Hey, that's your thing, stabbed. It's mine now. I'm now the last guy. What's that pile of bodies behind you? I don't know.
I wouldn't even go that far. I just assume someone came behind me and be like, here, you take this and you tell everybody else you're the last motherfucker in line.
So, obviously, Ronda Rousey recently made comments that she could beat Floyd Mayweather Jr. in a fight. Obviously, she said, remember we talked about this.
Apparently she spoke a little bit too soon.
Yeah.
Because you heard what Floyd Mayweather did to his employees, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait.
Jesus, yes.
Yeah, but what's he say now?
Floyd's going to prison for a long time.
He wasn't there.
Oh, he's going to prison.
I know.
He's hella going to
Because
prison.
he didn't order none of that to happen.
You never know.
And Wolfe, though.
Found the jewelry under his pillow. Shit.
Oh, it was in this safe over here.
Damn,
I forgot.
it was in those pants?
We were washing this safe out, so I moved all that stuff to this safe. Sorry, guys. Sorry about your skulls.
Former women's boxer Ann Wolfe said that she would destroy and fuck up Ronda Rousey in any fight. Doesn't matter if it's MMA.
Dude, I'm Team Ronda. I don't even give a shit. Nobody can fuck Ronda Rousey up.
What happened?
Except Floyd Mayweather.
You switched?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You no longer Team Tate?
No, I'm totally Team Rousey.
I think on Wednesday you're all about Team Tate and being all bitchy on my Instagram because I said that I like Ronda Rousey. All of a sudden you switch teams?
No, I just won't ever bet against her
He was
again.
just staring at pictures of Tate's ass.
Oh,
right?
that's all it was. He was confused.
Everyone jumps on Tate's
What are you
bandwagon.
talking about?
at
I
that
don't even
point.
remember what I said, but I know it was a logical point.
It was Ronda Rousey's a bitch. Misha Tate was not.
Huh.
That was your point.
See,
That was your whole point.
Hey, right there. Highly researched. And on point.
On point. Ronda Rousey's a bitch. Misha Tate's not.
There you go. Undeniable fact.
There's something to that effect. So what?
So there's going to be a documentary going on about Conor McGregor. I was trying to listen to like the first 3 minutes. I can't understand a damn word he's saying.
Is there going to be a subtitles like Overeems?
I think it's going to have Brad Pitt translate.
Yeah, from...
What the caravan?
That's how
You don't like Dugs. You don't like Dugs.
Oh, you're a big fucker, aren't you? How many do you weigh? Kids,
can't have him, huh?
kids, how many do you weigh? Yeah, boxer, eh? Yeah, seriously. Periwinkle Blue.
So, yeah, check that out on RTE2 in Ireland if you're in Ireland. Or you can watch it on Live Player
Is that
online.
is that a channel?
Yeah, apparently it's a channel.
Their fucking channels have like letters.
And numbers. They have 2, obviously. 1 and 2.
Like on the dial. For some reason, that's how.
Damn it! I'm only at letter C. Keep. All right, I think we're at E. We gotta go to R. Fuck.
Seriously, that's how I see. That's how I see TVs in Ireland. Like they haven't.
And then they have a
I
second dial that's
technology.
also numbers.
I
Like
think
it's,
there's
it's like a
still a-
safe.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking for some reason.
I
They
think
have
they're
this
still
one
on the...
and then 2.
They're still on the original satellite thing, some of those countries. You know, like the big dish.
No, I don't doubt it.
And with the that's how the channels on the old satellite were. They were names. They weren't numbers
It's fucking-
or a coordinate. You got a latitude, longitude. That's
Hey,
the
you
satellite.
got-
you're
be on the
running.
They don't
lookout.
even have remotes. Like, the fuck is that a remote? What do you mean you're doing from your couch?
We
You're about to get up and walk over to the fucking
Now you
thing.
smack your kid and he walks over and that's the remote.
Kid! Paper! No!
It's like Sputnik.
Oh, dear God.
Kung Lee says he is willing to step in for Chael Sonnen if Chael Sonnen for whatever reason
Why?
can't make this fight to fight Vanderlei Silva
Why would he want to do that to himself again?
because he thinks he's ready.
No.
I'll throw in my hat. I'd love another shot at him. I have respect for him.
No.
Why?
No.
He's out of shape all the time now.
Hey,
He's like,
he
I-
was
I-
a
I made-
semi-half coach on the Ultimate Fighter China.
Was he?
Yes, he was.
Semi-half coach.
He called out the guy who ended up being a yoga instructor and said it was the worst entry to Tough ever.
Oh
Okay?
yeah, I heard about that. And then they had him get beat up by somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he was texting him while they were coaching.
No, he's always out of shape. He's like, I've done a few movies now. I could be out of shape. I could fight twice a year, maybe.
Yeah.
If that.
You hear that, Kung Lee? Albert's calling you out, bro.
I would watch you and Kung Lee fight.
I would.
Hell yeah.
We'll make that happen.
I will
I just don't understand
butt
why.
scoot. I will butt scoot at him. I don't care.
I don't know, man. At that Kung Lee fight Vanderlei, like his nose.
I think if you Caleb Starnes him, you could make it happen.
You could, oh, there you go.
Run. If he's out of shape, he'll stop.
Open the door! Open the door!
Would you
It'd
get,
be like that fighter that jumped out of the cage in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, just walked out.
Hey, as long as you're not like the fighter whose mom jumped.
Yeah, that was a great video, by the way.
Great video posted.
Or,
All
obviously,
unconscious.
I've seen farting is a big technique in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu
That's
lately.
disgusting.
Oh, dude farted.
I'm sorry, we're way off topic, but that motherfucker quit by doing that. He should have lost. If you're going to complain, then I think I should have won.
Yeah, play through the spray.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. No, he
Right
should
through the
have.
spray.
He should have fucking lost. Oh, you farted in my face.
Again, wrestlers go through that shit all the time.
Get your face out of his asshole. Then you know what?
No,
If your fa-
I don't care.
Yeah.
Stuff your chin in it and block it off.
If he had a beard, it would have filtered it.
Yeah, you can't give up position.
Just got stuck in there.
And then you just get him all in the chin to the eye, like Dan Bobish.
Yeah.
His own fart in his eye gives him pink eye. He's done.
It's over.
Hey, leave Bob Costas out of here. Bro. What he does in his free time.
He said
Poor
that was
Bob
he said that was a
Costas.
Botox injection.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I think he was hanging out with the Jamaican bobsled team.
No, dude, they were stealing pillows from the residents of Sochi. Somebody rubbed their ass on it.
Allegedly.
That really happened. You just don't
All
want
right.
Putin coming after you.
That's right.
They were stealing pillows from the residents of Sochi. Someone showed up. They're like, "Give me your pillows." We farted on it first, and that one ended up with Bob Costas. I'm telling you right now, it's real.
Eddie Alvarez is calling out Gilbert Melendez, saying that he didn't want to come here. He's talking about Bellator. He didn't want to come anywhere I'm at. Gilbert don't ever want to sign a company where I'm at. Wherever he goes, he wants to be the top dog, which is the same reason he avoided me and will for years to come. He had the opportunity in Dream Tournament. He didn't do it. He had the opportunity to sign with Bellator. He'd go into the Bellator tournament. He didn't do it. Now he had the opportunity to come to Bellator where I'm at again. He doesn't want to come where I'm at. He's a phony. He's a facade. It's a mask. He says what he wants to fight me. He doesn't actually want to fight me.
Well, why
I
would
got
you want
Alvarez in that fight.
Take
Well,
Alvarez over Melendez,
Oh, yeah.
That's fine, but why would you want to step down your paycheck just to go fight one dude?
right?
It wasn't. They just matched the contract.
No, I'm sure.
No,
he
but
got
he's like
And
he
they
had
gave him a
a,
show.
significantly more.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, like
they gave him a free
and-
title shot for no reason.
Free title shot, and he's got a bunch of pay-per-view money coming off
that's
of it.
what I'm saying. Like, oh yeah, he had a chance to sign with Bellator, yeah, but he went for the bigger, better deal.
And of course, Alvarez can talk because, like, he knows the deal was penciled in. He's stuck in Bellator,
Yep.
and Melendez is not going to be fighting him, so he can run his mouth
He's
and say
only
whatever he
stuck there
And
wants.
he's
One
one more
fight,
fight.
though.
He finishes his fight, he's going to walk away too, and then he can go fight and prove that he's better than Gilbert.
He will. I think he's faster than Gilbert. I think he's better all around, except for maybe I don't. No, they both suck at submissions.
Has anybody seen this guy lately?
No.
Does anybody know who this guy is?
Is
You
that
should.
Danny DeVito?
You should know
It's,
who this is.
Steven Seagal's dad.
You should know who this guy is. This is Shang Men Ram Professor
like
Gilberto Pasulio,
All right.
Italian.
87 stripe white belt.
Yeah, okay, which looks like it's done in Sharpie, by the way, if you look closely at
Hey,
it.
look, you got to respect the man's his training and discipline.
Yes.
It's obviously some kind of shitty Italian karate.
No. Check this out. These are his
wow.
certificates that he allegedly claims he has. My favorite is that he has a 10th Dan in mixed martial arts. That's mixed, M-E-X.
Well,
I love
ED.
these. I love when these crazy bastards show up out of nowhere like this. He's the 10th Dan in Street Rapid Defense System.
This is our first ever 10th Dan in mixed martial arts.
And-
Mixed martial arts now has a belt system for anybody who wasn't paying attention at home, and apparently this guy is the only 10th Dan in the world.
what
like-
is Jiu-Jitsu?
He also, yes, he is also a 10th Dan in Jiu-Jitsu.
You lob an object and hope you hit you.
He is a 10th Dan in Jew boxing full contact.
What?
What?
What is this all?
I like this one that sounds
does it
like
happen
it's
in
off-
internment camps? Does
this-
it happen in Auschwitz? They're
This
all
one's,
fucking
I
Jew
swear,
fighting
off,
systems?
this one's off of a menu. This is Gung Chi Pai Gung
Try
Fu.
this one.
Oh, 10th Dan Vietnamese combat martial arts.
Yeah, Kenjutsu.
At least I was spelled right.
I want to go make some shit up.
Holy shit!
He is a
dude. Like,
master.
what the-
Look at him. He is a master.
He didn't put capoeira in there.
Is this guy
You fail and
serious?
lose.
I want to fight that guy so bad.
I want you to
I
fight
want
him
to.
so
I want to
bad.
fight him and take his belt and just leave.
Because either way, I'm a winner.
pay.
I'm a winner. You whoop his ass, we're like, yeah, you fake bitch. And if he whoops your ass, I'm going to go, yeah,
It's
you
legit.
fake bitch.
You'd be like, yeah, just what I expected.
Either way, I can make that
I mean, he's
statement.
the founder of Man Seer Kung Pai.
Is
Is that a restaurant?
I ate there yesterday.
That's great on rice.
Gilberto Pasulio,
Gilberto.
greatest mixed martial artist.
He's 4'11".
Excuse me, mixed martial artist.
Max Martin. He's,
Really
he's
4'11"?
full of shit, man. That just pisses
He has
me off.
22 10th degree black belts.
One of the greatest videos I ever saw was the video
5 of them in jiu-jitsu.
and Jiu-Jitsu.
bro.
Hey, work out the time on that.
How long it would take him to get all these?
Yeah.
Forever.
Look how old he is.
How old do you think? he
I don't
is?
know.
About a fucking day
That
to learn how
mustache
to
looks
spell
about
any of
as
that, and
sharpied
he
in
spelled
as
it wrong
that
still.
belt.
It just reminds me of like oh yeah, man, I know Campo. I'll call him up right now. He'll whoop your ass. You know what I mean? That's what it reminds me of. Like this guy's so like the video of the I don't even know what he was, some kind of instructor where he was like magically hitting his opponents.
Oh yeah,
from
and he
across the
actually
room.
hit that woman in the face.
Oh yeah.
No, when they're like anybody who can actually touch him will get
Oh, yeah.
$5,000, and the amateur mixed martial artist got up and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what I feel like
Awesome.
this is.
That was awesome.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Moving on. Bellator is going to have a pay-per-view, allegedly, again.
And it's going to get scrapped.
And your main event is going to be Rampage again. Now going up against King Mo.
All right.
I also think this might happen in TNA. I think this should happen in TNA. And then again in Bellator, like we talked about many times ago. And then also in boxing.
Yes.
And they'll have the triple cage
I agree
ring
with that.
bouts. And just making all kinds of money.
Can we do it once in a prison yard?
Yeah, well, I think the wrestling cage will be also
Okay.
it's also a backyard street fight. So
Okay. Works for me.
But
But there's not shank stabbed into the ground.
no shake stabbing. But all of the metal garbage cans that the WWE and TNA have bought around the world, because you can't buy those at a Home Depot anymore. I think WWE owns every single one of them.
They just have a factory that craps them out.
Yeah, those can still be used.
Of aluminum foil.
Yeah, I gotta leave that guy up. He's just inspirational.
Someday I'll be this good.
Anthony Pettis and Josh Thompson recently had a little bicker going on Twitter. A little back and forth.
Awesome.
We have some random guy named It's Norms said that Showtime Pettis is hiding from the real Punk. That's what's up. Anthony Pettis responded, "For sure, I hate getting paid." Josh the real Punk Thompson says, "I'll see you soon, little guy."
Who's It's Norms?
That's the guy who started the thread.
Yeah.
I think, hey, it's Nate Diaz.
I like that they just.
It is. Read it. That's Nate Diaz. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Don't be scared, homie.
He's trolling.
Anthony Pettis says, "When I come back running through the whole top 10, hopefully you're still around."
Interesting.
Hopefully you're healthy enough to go through the top 10. You get hurt every other fight.
Josh Thompson responds, "I like you, but you had your chance to fight me and you pulled out, so
Like
don't
your
act like
dad.
you're tough now behind your keyboard, kid."
What if he was on his phone?
Whatever happened to the days of the shut up and fight? We as MMA fans miss the older school fighters. That's Tap Nap Snap,
Okay.
Twitter guy.
I'm going
He
to
says
get retweeted
because
by Josh the Punk Thompson.
no one
have.
cared
He's-
about MMA before the
He's
Fertitas
responded to me before.
bought the UFC.
Besties now.
Not entirely true. No Holds Barred was the shit. Everybody eventually top guys will fight each other. No talk needed. So what do you think?
Why did Brad Pickett jump in on that?
No, it's completely different. They were talking to
okay.
Uncle Creepy.
I don't.
He says, "Hey, Uncle Creepy, you think you might be fit to fight me on the 31st of May in Berlin or July 19th in Ireland? We have unfinished business. One punch." Ian McCall says, "Yeah, I should be good by then. I am fragile lately, so don't want to make any promises."
That's pretty funny. I watched Josh Thompson.
So do you like that? Do you like the Twitter bicker back and forth?
I think it's stupid, but I want to see him fight.
Do you think it helps garner fans of the fight? It helps promote the fight by them going back and forth?
Yeah, but they're not fighting.
Not yet. They were. I'm just saying. Do you think it helps? And in today's day and age, you now have Twitter to call out your opponents and trash talk. Do you think it's something that's needed, or do you just get in there and fight?
No, it's good for the circus of the the media circus. So
Yeah.
definitely. It's just one more thing to add to that.
I think it worked for the Cormier Cummings thing. Cormier went and pissed.
Yeah, he flipped out.
I don't know. My favorite thing that they've done so far was when they had the Fat Baby and Stefan Struve.
That was hilarious.
YouTube videos. Those were awesome.
Yeah.
But
You didn't see that? Where
you'll have to watch.
Stefan
them later.
Struve kicked a little tiny Pat Barry doll,
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
and
those were
then
good.
Pat Barry instead was working on trying to reach up and punch something really tall. They had put a bag really up high. He had to knock it off.
It's ridiculous.
So one lucky fan here, UFC. This kid's been diagnosed with brain cancer. He's 19. He made a bucket list. Was recently featured on ABC News. He said he wanted to go to a UFC fight. Fertitta is flying him out and basically making that come true.
Oh, this is the kid that wanted to go to the Topless Bar.
Yeah, number
Yep.
one. That was number one.
Number one was go to
Number
Topless
two
Bar.
was go to a UFC fight.
In response,
And they couldn't take him to a strip club.
No.
he already
Number one was
went.
crossed
He already
off.
went.
number one crossed off. Number two, the Fertittas are flying him out to watch UFC.
Yeah, this
Nice.
171.
171.
Nice.
Cage ringside, backstage, before he passes away from
He's
cancer.
he's
at
actually
19.
he's actually getting that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, they already said
Good
they were
deal.
going to bring
They're
him out.
flying him out.
That's great.
Just gotta keep that guy
He's
going.
epic, bro. Every time he comes on.
We'll have to definitely post this picture of y'all to tell you what you think.
Italy!
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah!
seriously.
How do you say that in Italian?
I'm glad that I'm Sicilian. I don't even want to talk about that.
Michael Bisping, again talking about Tim Kennedy, says, "What can I say? I've been around for a long time. Listen, I'm never shy to say what's on my mind. Sometimes I piss people off and they want to fight me for that reason. Other times people want to fight me because I've been around the UFC for a long time. For all those people who call me out, I never understand it. Listen, when I beat Tim Kennedy, I'm calling out Chris Weidman or the winner of Machida versus Weidman. I want to fight the champion. I never understood why you call out a number 4 guy.
Because it's kind of hard to go from unranked to, hey, let's
If
fight
you're
the champ.
if you're in the position of fighting me, you ain't getting the belt. I want the belt. I don't want a big payday. I just want a main event. And the main event for a few more Twitter followers. I want to be world champion.
God, he's the definition of always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Just a little bit.
The fact that he hasn't, I mean, he fucks up every title shot he gets.
That's why he doesn't deserve a title shot.
That's why you can't feel sorry for these guys. Every guy that sits in that position, it is their fault.
Yeah.
It's their fault that shit happens to them.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you,
He
but it's just
circles to the wrong way.
I like Tim Kennedy's response, though. He came out recently and said, he is a jerk because he's a loudmouth and he likes to talk a lot. Is he a jerk because of what he did 3 years ago against a friend of mine? Is it his overall dislikability? Yes, all of that, but it's how he fights. I think he fights dirty. I don't even know how many times he's eye-poked an opponent. I think he has to hold the record for that. I have to talk to Fight Metric about it. He probably holds the record for most significant eye pokes in the UFC. It's pretty telling. He does a whole bunch of things. I can't narrow it down to just one. He likes to talk trash, and a lot of it is on Twitter. We've traded insults back and forth in social media. I don't think there's anything he can say that would have more effect on me. He can make fun of my family. He can make fun of me. He can make fun of my military service in the Green Berets. I don't really respect the guy, so what's he going to say that's going to hurt my feelings? I can handle things myself. I kind of take everything he says with a grain of salt. I don't care what he says.
well, good for you. Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones.
Do you think Tim
Matt
Kennedy
Hughes leads to eye poking?
I thought it was Chuck Liddell.
No, I got to go with Bisping for sure. Or Koscheck.
I go Matt Hughes.
You're right.
He jabs people like this.
I would say Koscheck. You're right, though. Koscheck is the most at faking getting kneed in the face.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I knew he held the
The
record.
knee hit the other side of his face. It really happened.
And then he grabbed the other eye.
No, Joe Rogan explained it in a slow motion GIF.
What? Did he just grab the wrong eye?
No, that he really got hit.
Ronda Rousey is apparently having issues with her. I can't figure the story out. With her current management or her former management.
I think it's a current.
And now apparently it's going to go to court.
Nice.
So we'll see how that has an effect on her career. I don't quite understand the story. I really don't.
Well, her management company just can't manage her in California.
Why?
I don't fucking know. Ask them. Am I a part of her management?
But apparently this is like big news. I found this on like multiple websites and nobody has an explanation other than they're having management issues.
How do you know they can't manage them in California?
California law. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
what
the
I'm
guy
guessing, because they're citing a California law, is that it has to do with her movie deals, and then
Probably.
whoever's managing her in the sport probably can't manage her in the movies.
Interesting. All right. Well, whatever. I want to see how she handles herself in court then, with that personality.
She probably won't even actually have to go into court.
Fair
So
enough.
last little bit of news we have is that the Chael Sonnen and Vanderlei Silva fight that's supposed to be happening May 31st apparently is not a signed deal.
What? Why?
It's not signed. They've agreed to it, but it's not 100% signed. It's not set yet.
Right, because he was saying that Juan was trying to change the date, trying to go further, and they were trying to move it up.
So
they literally, so Juan has a big fucking loophole to get out of this fight. Then
I guess, yeah.
Not even inked.
We don't know really what's going on. One of the things that people are talking about is because Chael Sonnen is on TRT. It's going to take him a little while before he can get off TRT and be healthy and manageable. There's another thing that obviously Vanderlei's trying to pull out of this fight because he's not going to make weight.
But this fight really doesn't even mean anything. Can we just have a fucking exhibition fight? Can they just do that?
They said it's going to be revisited in a couple months.
That's all it is.
Let them do it down in Brazil. There's no
they
rules
said
anyway.
It's not over money. I can't tell you what it's about. It has to do with the show. I can't tell you what it is. We'll revisit this in a few months. That's all Dana White has said.
Really? Oh, whatever. Sometimes he's super secretive, like a 13-year-old girl.
Sometimes
then he like pounds on people for doing shit. Straight to his face.
Yeah, it's very
He's
true.
like, you're a little bitch. Hey guys.
Hey,
Dennis. I don't like them. It's like, geez.
And I'm not going to tell you why.
So we
exactly.
I like the head thing.
Because I just picture a girlfriend just like, I'm mad at you. Why? If you don't know, I'm not going to tell you.
That's the problem. The problem that you don't know.
That's Uncle Dana right there. Oh, you better figure it out.
So did you watch the fight on Fight Pass?
No, man.
Anybody watch Fight on Fight
I
Pass?
did not even know
There was a fight at 4 a.m? Oh, I'm sorry. I think
No. That it was on Fight Pass. I thought my DVR recorded it, and then I was like, "There's nothing there."
So what on Fox Sports 1 did you record?
Table tennis.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Awesome.
Alexander Gustafsson knocked out Jimmy Manuel round 2, minute 18. Michael Johnson took out Melvin Guillard, a unanimous decision after Melvin Guillard talked a shit ton leading up to this fight. Brad Pickett takes out Neil Seery.
Yes.
And Gunnar Nelson takes out Omar Amagata.
Oh my god. Cool.
Cyril Debate may be retiring from the sport.
I was thinking
No, they said he was
after.
going.
yeah, he said whether he wins or loses, he was going to retire. So
What the fuck's a ninja choke?
Some shit they probably made up right there.
no, I've seen it before. I just don't know what it is. I'm not into the jiu-jitsu. I train Bellator, bro.
Bro.
This guy knows what a ninja choke is.
Yeah, it's simply
He
a,
fucking made it.
To the 10th Dan, he knows what it is.
yeah. A ninja choke is simply a choke you don't see coming. It's that easy.
So we have two things going down for this weekend. You have Bellator is going to be happening. Daniel Strauss is going to be defending his belt up against Pat Curran.
Cool.
Daniel Strauss, we talked about right before the show, had to shave his dreads and get completely naked to make weight.
Yes.
He has made weight now, and he is hairless and ready to go.
He can't whip his hair back and forth anymore. It's too bad.
I'm still upset that Patricio Freire didn't get to fight Pat Curran first, since he did win the tournament the last time. He should have got the title shot, but he didn't.
Why not?
They just haven't given him one in 30.
Isn't Strauss the
Oh,
guy
because that's right. I'm sorry. It's Bellator. They don't follow their own fucking rules.
Right.
They
Pretty much how it was.
They have absolutely no follow through in Bellator. They keep saying they're going to do shit and they never do it.
Right.
Can I
Well,
take-
remember,
yes.
and they threw a big fit, and they told people they're like, we're not going to be like the UFC. You're going to earn the fight that you get. We're not just going to give you a fight because of who you are.
Yeah, but
unless you're Rampage.
or Tito.
Or Tito.
Or Patricio for
Yeah.
Freire,
But
because
other
you
than those
technically won
people-
that whole tournament.
Yeah. Exactly.
Other than those people,
you
you're
say
going to have
Eddie
to work for your
Alvarez?
title.
Eddie Alvarez, yep, you get whatever you want to.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Just certain
Okay.
people get special privileges. It's stupid.
He's never been asked, and you get nothing. Go away.
Yeah, we're going to be nothing like the UFC because we're not going to stick to our word. Unlike Uncle Dana, who when he says something, he will kick your ass out of the fucking UFC. Doesn't matter. But it wasn't really him who spit on that old woman. I don't give a shit. I already kicked him out.
Yep,
Yeah.
he's gone.
Yeah.
There's video evidence that shows it wasn't him. Don't care.
Don't care.
Kicked him
gone.
out.
I can't have
He
that
can
on
prove to
record.
me he's not a spitter. And then maybe he can come back.
Oh my god.
So let's talk about UFC 171 coming up this weekend. Obviously, we have our weigh-ins. The big news that we're going to announce right now, possibly will get resolved by the time this gets posted, is that 3 fighters have not made weight. One of them
Well, it has
being-
to be resolved by the time this gets posted.
I hope so.
I just want to say something about this real quick. They said Robbie Lawler will fight for title no matter what. If he wins title. If Johnny Hendricks doesn't make weight, he gets the title if he wins the fight.
Well, there you go. So Johnny Hendricks didn't make weight, is what we were about
Way
to
to
say.
spoil the surprise. We were going to start at the bottom of the people that didn't make weight and then move up to the headliner.
Johnny Hendricks didn't make weight.
Also, not making weight was Kevin Gastelum and Rene Forte.
So what you're saying is if for some reason Johnny Hendricks can't make weight by the time he needs to make weight, which obviously is already passed by the time you're hearing this, then they'll still fight. And if Johnny Hendricks wins, he can't have the belt.
No.
But if Lawler wins,
He's getting it.
He's getting it.
All right. So let's quick shuffle some fighters going on. Raquel Pennington is filling in for Juliana Pena, who has that devastating complete leg knee injury.
Right.
Dustin Scoggins is filling in for Daryl Montague. Son Strickland filling in for Tor Trong. And finally, Nikita Krylov filling in for the arrested and now released Thiago Silva. This is the first time since September 23rd, 2006.
Wow, that's a hell of a stat.
That a UFC welterweight title fight has not included George St. Pierre. The time that happened was UFC 63 when Matt Hughes defended his belt against BJ Penn, and GSP was not impressed by his performance.
Well, technically, then it did include GSP because he did come in the cage afterwards.
Do you want to start at the bottom or we start at the main event?
Let's start at the bottom.
Starting at the bottom. I just have quick picks on all these.
Yeah, let's roll through it.
Yeah.
Man.
But I do have a quick interesting fact in there. We'll get to it. So we have Daniel Pineda going up against Robert Whiteford.
Does that have anything to do with that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
right.
I got to mention that. Daniel Pineda going up against Robert Whiteford. I'm taking Pineda.
Yes.
I got Pineda too because it's highlighted.
Bubba McDouchebag Daniels going up against Sean
Pineda.
Strickland. I'm taking Bubba McDouchebag only because Strickland's having
Way
to
to
come
go
in
with the cliff notes.
on a short notice.
I'm taking Strickland.
All right.
Yeah,
Will
yeah.
Campazano going against Justin Scoggins.
What?
Skip over me. That's cool. I don't give a fuck.
Didn't you say?
We just figured you were going with the people in yellow.
Highlighted, yeah.
I don't like Bubba McDaniel.
I don't either.
I think he's a
hate him.
bitch.
He's a douchebag, but he's gonna win because the other guy's got short notice.
I don't think
give
that.
a
I
fuck.
don't
All
think
right,
that
cool.
matters. I think
Will
Strickland's still gonna
Campazano against Justin Scoggins.
Scoggins.
Take it, Scoggins. I want to know: does Will Campazano show up with a raging boner? I heard the over/under is somewhere between 3.5 to 4 inches.
You only need 4 3/4 to hit the bottom. Just saying. According to Bill Nye the Science
So
Guy.
we need to check the weigh-ins to find out if he comes in at the raging boner or if it's going to happen during the fight.
How'd you like to be that guy, man?
He will not bottom out. I will tell you that.
Will the Boner Campazano.
Fear boner! Fear boner!
Fear the boner.
Francisco Trevino against Rene Forte.
Trevino.
Taking Forte.
I'll take Trevino too.
All right. Those are all going down on Fight Pass if you bought it. If you don't.
If a fighter loses on Fight Pass and no one's around, does he actually lose?
You can say 15%.
Oh, that's a meme. That's a meme.
That's a meme. Going down on Fox Sports 2. They don't even get Fox Sports 1 because there's a lot of basketball going on right now. Sean Spencer going up against Alex Garcia. I'm going to say Garcia.
I guess I'm with you on that one.
Spencer.
All right. Dennis Bermudez going up against Jim Hetz.
Yeah.
I'm taking Bermudez.
Yeah, Bermudez.
That'd be a good fight, though. Bermudez probably.
All right. Jessica Andandre going up against Raquel Pennington. I'm going to take Pennington.
Pennington's the one coming in late, right?
Yes, but not too late. It's been a while.
Yeah, that's.
I guess, yeah. What, it's been
And
like a
she's
month?
fought in the last 4 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been like a month, right?
2, I thought.
No way. Since Juliana Pena got injured?
No, it's been a month, since she got injured.
I think Juliana Pena should quit being a bitch and just fight.
She tore everything in her entire leg.
Chicken triangle.
You
people
fuck-
really easy.
I was going to say,
You roll your ankle and you don't leave your house for a month.
that's what I'm saying.
fell off a ladder.
Allegedly. That no one saw.
I broke
That no
my
one saw.
ankle.
Okay.
Hey, fuck that place. I don't
New
give a fuck
name.
what
His
anybody
new
says.
name is the Korean Peep. Because they're all, the peeps are all
Squishy.
mushy.
He says he fell off. What he doesn't say, he fell off a ladder. What he doesn't say was the fucking bottom rung.
Step ladder.
Yeah. He fell off the first fucking rung of the ladder.
It was 10 feet. I'm not small.
The ladder was 10 feet. You were still on the bottom of it. Oh, my ankle. Anybody around?
You taking Pennington or you taking Andre?
Pennington.
I'm taking it, Andre. Whatever.
I'm taking Pennington, but I'm hoping for Andrade.
All right. Kevin Gastelum or Rick Story?
Ooh, man.
Gastelum.
I'm taking... No, he missed weight. I'm taking Story.
I'm going to take
Shit,
Story.
if you missed weight.
Story can knock him out.
Oh, yeah. Bad.
Gastelum can't knock him out. He can
How
run.
do you know?
Gastelum can
the
run.
Kid can get knocked out. He's never lost.
He can run.
He doesn't have... There's no way he's going to knock out Rick Story.
I didn't say. I just meant he's gonna win. He's gonna grind his
All right.
ass out.
There you go. Castellum.
All right. So then we have your first on the pay-per-view OSP, which I'm comfortable saying now that GSP has left
Oh,
UFC.
now it's okay.
Now I'm comfortable with
Now
OSP. You
it's
can't have an
okay.
OSP and a GSP. It's too confusing. Especially one's a French-Canadian guy and one's a big black man.
Is he any black Canadian?
No.
Is he black French?
Possibly.
No,
Is he-
He played football for like Louisiana
Tennessee.
or
Black-
Georgia or
I think
something.
it was
Black French
Tennessee.
Canadian?
So
So he's
OSP
Cajun.
going
Where
up
does he get
against
the same proof from?
because he's Cajun.
Louisiana?
Louisiana. OSP going up against Nikita Krylov. OSP's only lost once in his last 12, and that was against Musasi.
Wow.
He's a pretty good counterpuncher. We know he has good takedown defense and heavy ground and pound. Krylov looked shitty as all hell up against Soleil Pelele in his heavyweight first fight in the UFC. He has now dropped down to 205. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be a good thing for him. He did look better in his last first fight at 205, but I'm still taking OSP all the way.
OSP lost, he said, once in his last 12 fights against somebody who proved to be completely overrated, too, though.
But it's Musasi.
But I still take OSP in this fight begrudgingly, only because I think Nikita Krylov is actually shittier than OSP.
Yeah.
Well, OSP is super explosive. That guy's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I'm taking Krylov. I like his family spray paint.
That works.
Jake Shields going up against Hector Lombard. Jake Shields 29-6-1. Hector Lombard 33-4-1.
I got to take Lombard on this just because I don't like Jake Shields.
Here's my thing. Jake Shields recently came out and said he could stand with Hector Lombard, which made me laugh so.
Did you really write lulz?
Lulz. I wrote lulz because I laughed so hard when I read that. But he's like, I could stand with him. I obviously won't, but I could. We know that Jake Shields has a grinding wear down style. He loves takedown. He's stalling out.
The wet blanket.
The wet blanket.
Seriously.
He was able to do this when he battled Woodley, who was also big and muscly, very much like Hector Lombard, but he wasn't able to take him down, which is very telling. He only won that fight with the scorecards. He hasn't been knocked out since 2011. I think Hector Lombard could be the guy to knock him out again.
Yeah.
He's won 19 of his 33 by knockout, 15 of those in his first round. Has a decent background in judo, so he's going to be a little bit difficult to take down. I don't know who to call in this fight. I think Jake Shields definitely could grind this out to a decision and win. I would like to see Hector Lombard knock him out.
I'm going for Hector Lombard.
Yeah, Lombard.
I don't think that if he's going to have a hell of a time getting somebody as big as Lombard down as many times.
The only way
he
he can get him down or win that fight is if he does get him down when he's tired.
Yeah, definitely when he's
Right.
tired.
But he looks really good at 170. So.
He does, yeah.
All right.
Fun.
Cool.
Diego Sanchez going up against Miles Jury. Diego Sanchez, we know.
Is his name Miles the Hung Jury?
No, it's the Fury.
Miles.
You picked a stupid name then.
The Fury Jury. Well, Diego's the Dream Sanchez, so who's got the stupider name?
Well, he should just be the Hung Jury. I'm just
All
saying.
right, Diego Sanchez.
There's nothing
we know-
good with Sanchez, but the Hung Jury
Dirty.
works.
He should be Diego Dirty Sanchez.
This is true. It's 100%.
I don't know if they could say. Can you imagine Bruce Buffer saying that?
Yes,
Yes, I
am.
can.
Right now.
I
in
think
my
it would be
head.
amazing.
It's pay-per-view white, man. It's fine.
He's extremely hittable. I mean, he constantly comes forward because he is durable. He comes forward with crazy flurries of combos. He does throw in kicks and knees. I'll give him that. He used to land a lot of takedowns. He hasn't a lot lately because he just likes coming forward and brawling. He's really good in the scramble and in the transition. He says he's not going to brawl this time because he's been taking yoga classes. I don't think that's true. Miles
That
Jury.
He's been taking yoga classes?
No. No, I don't believe that either. He's been doing a lot of yes cartwheels, and that's about it.
Diego by Downward Dog.
Jury has 10 of his wins, 10 of his 13 wins are in the first round. He's a good counterpuncher with a heavy right hand. He could catch Diego and put him down. However, I think Diego Sanchez is going to grind out this fight and win.
I got Miles Jury.
We gotta give a shout out to Death Throb Fight Music and Death
Yep.
Throb Clothing. They're gonna be holding the banner, I guess, for Miles Jury.
Holding the banner, they're the official fight song for Miles Jury.
And the music that he's coming into is done
Yep.
by Death Throb.
Nice.
Give those guys a shout out.
Good. Hopefully Miles Jury wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we got a good following on the East Coast.
Cool.
They were wanting to come in and be on the show until they realized we were in California.
Call him the drive.
And they were like, "Can we Skype it?
Yeah. Just fly in, homies. What?
Fly it in, dude.
Don't be scared.
Yeah. We'll put you up in a tent.
Yeah, we'll show you where the Diaz brothers live.
Yeah.
Beautiful downtown Stockton.
And then leave you there.
Carlos Condit going up against Tyrone Woodley. Allegedly, Carlos Condit will get a title. He will get the title shot if he wins this fight. Tyrone Woodley is not guaranteed the same.
Well, I would assume that if Tyrone Woodley won in devastating fashion, he would.
Quite possibly.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's devastating.
Yeah.
What's devastating about him?
He is a
Let me lay on
two-time
it.
NCAA
I love about
All-American
this guy.
wrestler.
That's what I love about this guy. When he's serious about what he's talking about, bro, he will take you guys
Yeah,
on.
heavy-handed.
I'm saying if.
I think he's going to go back to his wrestling roots definitely in this fight. I mean, I'm a little disappointed we didn't get to see Carlos Condit fight Matt motherfucking Brown because we were supposed to see that fight in December.
That would have been awesome.
Condit, though, does put a lot of pressure on guys. He has a good pace. Strikes small areas. I definitely think Carlos Condit is taking this fight unless Woodley wrestle fucks him to death.
That's what he's going to do.
I think he has to.
And in answer to your question, what's devastating about Tyrone Woodley? His muscles.
Head bob.
Just the fact that you don't know makes it a problem.
You see
I got
those,
Carlos Condit in that fight, by the
Taking
way.
Condit.
do you see those traps? Huh? Condit all the way. I can't ever root against Condit.
Kick his traps off.
What's he trying to trap?
It's a trap.
What's he trying to trap?
Badgers.
We don't
So-
need no badgers.
Your main event is Johnny Hendricks going against Robbie Lawler. Both these guys are southpaws, so that should be a fun punching fight, right?
Should be.
Usually two southpaws go against it. Usually throw more punches.
Should be said that Matt Hughes
Knock
has
each
that
more
sad?
more chances to knock each other out.
How so?
I think so.
I just want to see him. Even if he don't win, I just want to see him bust up Hendricks'
think
face.
so.
Because even southpaws are used to fighting right-handers.
Yeah.
Right-handers
true.
are more used to fighting right-handers than so
Well,
are
I
southpaws.
switched to southpaw because when I would spar against southpaw people, I would get punched in the face a lot because I couldn't see anything coming because I wasn't used to it.
Open your eyes.
Yeah,
I
but
thought
in
you were
almost
saying
but in almost every gym, there's a southpaw for somebody to train with, right?
That's probably not.
Yeah, they're only bred for that reason.
No. But I'm just saying, by Just figure out the odds.
They're obviously going to bring somebody.
Every gym's going to have at least one southpaw.
Especially if you're going to be going up against a southpaw and your gym doesn't have one, they'll find one to come train with you.
So if it's a big fight like this.
Robbie Lawler has a good sprawl, and as of lately, he's been doing a pretty good job of getting back to that and using it. I mean, he's a good counterpuncher. We know that. He's got heavy hands. He has had some cardio issues in the past. I think he's kind of worked those out.
He's back at his
natural weight. Yeah.
He's fighting with a Fury too. I mean,
18 of his 22 wins are by TKO or knockout. 11 of those are fully knockouts, not just TKOs. Whereas I don't like that they bolster up Johnny Hendricks as this huge knockout artist. When 8 of his 15.
And only 2 are full KOs.
Are TKOs or KOs. I mean, to me, it's just they make him out. Yes, he does have heavy hands. Yes, he does knock people down. But as far as a more knockout artist, I would go Lawler over Johnny Hendricks any day.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to be hard for Lawler to keep his sprawl up as much as he's going to need to.
Especially a 4-time NCAA All-American, 2-time national championship wrestler. Let's hope, like Uncle Dana says, he fights at 100% instead of only at what he said 80%.
70, I think.
70 last time against George St. Pierre.
Hopefully you can make that adjustment. Dial it down.
Did he realize how stupid that was when he said it later? When he was
Probably
when he was watching the press conference.
He was all high on TRT, bro.
The thing that I worry about is that he drops his hands and leaves himself open when he throws that left that he likes to throw.
I got Lawler by head kick, dude. Left head kick.
Ooh, that'd be vicious.
I'm down for Lawler in this fight. I'm totally going with Lawler.
I think he's gonna wrestle fuck Robbie Lawler to death and become everything that he hated about GSP to death.
Like proper fuck?
Proper fuck. And he will become the next GSP, and everything that he hated about GSP is going to be about him.
And then he's going to be in prison for murder.
I like you just made it Return of the Jedi.
Right? Right?
He just totally Star Wars this
I want Lawler to win this fight because he's old school.
I want Lawler to win this fight. I think Johnny Hendricks will win this fight.
I want Lawler to win this fight so Nick Diaz will come back and fight him.
Yes.
And get slap knock him out.
Hey, it was a short
Nick Diaz
hook.
Like
short
only
slap,
legit
bro.
knockout of his entire career is over. That's like the movie The Great White Hype right there. The only legit knockout Nick Diaz has ever had is over Robbie Lawler. And if Robbie Lawler is the current champion, that's exactly what they're going to say.
En fuego. I don't know. I'm taking Lawler just to fuck Quagmire.
You want to fuck Quagmire?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Giggity. Dude, get rid of that, man.
That's disgusting.
Is that better?
Yes, I'd rather look at
I
dreads.
just go back and forth.
You should put them together. You could have like
These pictures tell the story of the podcast.
Can you put those dreads on that guy? Because that'd be pretty awesome. Anyway, that's it. UFC 171 going down tomorrow night. Make sure you check it out. Big thanks to Fight Fans Radio Network. Get them on their Spreaker, Stitcher, and SoundCloud, as well as their iTunes and Blogspot.
Don't forget your blog spots, man.
We need to register that domain now. Get the Split Decision ones as well. Spreaker, Stitcher, SoundCloud, our official website, splitdecisionmma.com. Show some love on Facebook.
Apparently, it's already
at the
blogger, and I have one.
That's what happens if you get blogspot.com?
Yeah.
That's bullshit. It's mine, man. Anyway, our Facebook is Split Decision MMA Podcast. Go like it, and of course, SD_MMA is what you need for our Instagram and Twitter. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. From the Ruloff Family Inc. Studios, Bueller Dodge, and special guest Albert, and of course Dennis at the helm of the producer's chair. Signing off one more time. Have a good night. We'll see you at the fights.